I'm Ingrid and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about technology, entrepreneurship, and personal finance. Today's video is about the basics of real estate investing. So my mom's side of the family actually owns some real estate property in New York. My grandfather was an economist in the Cuban government before communism took over in Cuba. My grandfather was really the economic mastermind in our family, and since he's not alive anymore, my mom appointed me to do this research and come up with a strategy of how to pursue our real estate investing in the future. So the first thing I wanted to do was compare the growth of the real estate market over time with the growth of the stock market over time to figure out, if you're going to invest your time and energy in investing in one of these two markets, which one is most efficient, which one will yield the greatest returns. So I did a quick Google search to look up the growth of the real estate market over the past couple decades and compare it to the growth of the S&P 500 over the past couple decades. If you don't know what the S&P 500 index is and you don't know what indexes are, check out my video below on mutual funds, ETFs, and index funds. It'll really help you. Basically, it seems like the two are comparable from these charts, that it doesn't make that big of a difference which one you're investing in. However, I do plan to do more thorough research on this in the future, and that will probably be coming up in an upcoming video. Some obvious benefits of investing in real estate are the following. Almost 90% of people who become millionaires become so by investing in real estate. So it seems like if you want to be a millionaire, this is something that 9 out of 10 millionaires are doing to become millionaires. Second, the real estate market can sometimes be a little less volatile than the stock market. Year over year, it tends to grow a little more consistently. Some obvious drawbacks of investing in real estate are you have to manage property and deal with tenants. And of course, there's a location component to investing in real estate where your investments aren't just like liquid in the stock market, they're tied to the ground somewhere. So quickly, let's go over the main point of investing in real estate. First, you take out a mortgage from a bank and they loan you money to buy a property. Then you find a tenant who can pay off that property, or multiple tenants, over a course of 15 to 30 years. Once that property is completely paid off, then you get passive rental income from that property straight into your bank account every month, and you could just chill and do whatever you want with your life, living on your rental property income. Additionally, banks will give you loans to buy real estate, which is kind of unheard of for any other investment. You can't just go to a bank and be like, yo, I think this stock is going to do really well. Will you guys give me a ton of money to invest in this stock? No, but you can do that in the real estate market. So let's move on and give you the step-by-step process to invest in real estate. Step 1. Decide to be an investor and invest in your education. Begin small. Start with smaller deals so you don't get overwhelmed. Investing is not like looking for a personal residence. When you're an investor, you need to ask yourself, how will this property rent out to tenants? There's an old saying, fall in love with the deal, not the property. Number 2, build your credit. In order to get the best rates on a loan from a bank, you need to have really good credit. So anything over a 760 credit score will get you the lowest rate on any loan from a bank. If you want a step-by-step guide on building your credit, check out my video below on how to build your credit score. It gives you a step-by-step guide on how to improve your credit. Step number 3, save your money. Ideally, you have money saved so you can put down 10% to 20% of the entire value of the investment property as a down payment on the property. If you don't have that money saved, it's possible that you could ask the seller of the property to leave 20% of the property's price tag in the property, and then you can offer the seller a 6% interest rate on the money that they're leaving in for you. That way they're still beating the usual 2 to 3% interest rate that you might get in a savings account. Many sellers will actually say yes to this. To do things the easy way, where you don't have to ask for seller financing, save 10 to 20% of the purchase price of the property, have proof of income so that you can get a loan, and have the greatest credit score possible so you can get the best interest rate on that loan. Step 4, show proof of income. Banks want to see proof of income so that they know that you're not going to be a risky borrower who's going to default on a loan. So you have to show a tax return showing your income for the past 1 or 2 years. For self-employed people, the bank will look at the past 1 to 2 years of your income history, average it, and then be able to offer you a loan based on the average of those 2 past years. Additionally, if you're a self-employed person, they're looking at the net profit of your self-employed activity. So if you have a lot of tax write-offs, that can actually hurt you in terms of getting a loan for real estate. So just keep that in mind if you're writing things off in your taxes and you really want to get a good real estate loan that year. You might actually want to write off less in taxable income. For salaried employees, the bank will look at your past year of income and the past 6 months of your bank statements. Step 5 is getting pre-qualified with a lender. So visit different banks and get approved for different loans of different amounts. That way when you go visit properties, you know if a property is within or out of your budget. And that will just take the anxiety off as you're visiting properties. Additionally, shop around for different banks and try to get different deals and compare offers. As you'll learn in my credit score video below, if you have multiple institutions check your credit score within 30 days, it actually just counts as one credit check. So it's a good thing to see multiple banks and have multiple institutions give you different offers so that you can compare them and choose the best one. Step number 6, search for good areas. Obviously, you want to purchase in an area where the general prices in the area are trending upwards. Here are some good strategies to find areas in which the prices of homes are trending upwards. Look in areas right next door to other areas that have recently trended upwards in value. See where new restaurants are going in or new apartment complexes are being built. Ask around and see if a new company is moving into the area that could drive up the prices of homes within a certain radius. Additionally, look for signs of gentrification. Are there new young professionals moving in who might move into more expensive places later? Drive around these areas and just get a feel for them as you drive and search and even talk to people in the community. Additionally, start close to home. You don't want to overwhelm yourself by investing in a property in New York City or Los Angeles if you live in Miami. If you start close to home, it'll just help you when you have to do renovations or talk to tenants. It'll be easy and be less of a drag on your daily life. Step number 7, visit 100 properties. That might sound a little insane, but after you've seen 100 properties, I promise one of them will stick out to you as being a really good deal. Generally, the more you see, the more you learn, the more you know. So the rule is 100, 10, 3, 1. If you visit 100 properties, then you have to make offers on maybe 10 properties. You'll get accepted by 3 properties and you'll purchase 1. You really can't expect to find a good deal by only visiting 20 properties, so really hit the road and start visiting one after another. Ideally, you're looking for a property that needs a few light cosmetic upgrades, but nothing too major, because then you'll never get your money back that you invested into the upgrades and renovations. So you're looking for things that need new paint, maybe some new tiling in the bathroom, maybe a simple landscaping job. You don't want to do anything that requires you to redo a foundation or redo the floor plan of the place. Stay away from that kind of stuff. Some houses are just too broken to be fixed and you really want to stay clear of those investments. Additionally, if you're searching for an investment with a real estate broker, look for a broker who's also an investor. This type of broker will pursue and search for properties differently and with an investor's mindset, which can really help you. If you're scouting for brokers and you ask a group of people, who's the best broker in this office? And they say, oh, well, we're all great. That's not the right place. If you ask a broker, which of your properties is the best investment? And they say something like, oh, they're all great, I'll show them all to you. That's not the right person. You want someone who will say very clearly, well, this one over here actually will probably end up being the best investment for, these reasons. And then ask that person, why? Why do you think this is a good investment? And if their reasons align with things that you value, then maybe you found the right person to help you search for properties. Additionally, don't try to cheat your broker. Pay them what they deserve because they're helping you find the best investment. And if they're knowledgeable and they're contributing value to the project, definitely don't skirt them on the percentage that you're paying them on the deal. Step number 8, make offers. Be patient and don't make an offer on anything that you wouldn't want to be a part of your permanent portfolio. This is a long-term investment and you want to buy something that you really are confident about. Make low offers, get a few rejections, put yourself out there, and it's okay if you get rejections. If every single offer that you're making is being accepted, then your offers are probably a little bit too high. Put in the offers, let people laugh at you, you lose nothing by doing that. That being said, don't lose a good deal. If you're trying to negotiate a few $1,000s here or there, but then you're going to lose a really good property, overpaying a few $1,000s on the right property is not a big deal in the long run. So, there's a very particular logical analysis that goes into estimating how much value you can actually accrue from investing in a property. So there's 2 ways that you're going to accrue value from that property. Number 1, the immediate cash flow that you get from renters, and number 2, the appreciation or depreciation in that property's value over time. You want to factor in a 5% vacancy rate, which is going to be the expected amount of time that you don't have a tenant in that property. So let's say the mortgage on the property is $889. Then let's say you can charge rent of $1,300 $50. Let's say the taxes on that are going to be $94, the vacancy percentage of time that's vacant is 5%, and maintenance will be $100 per month. Then let's say all of that calculates that your return on investment will be about 14%. Do these simple calculations with the different properties that you visit, calculating the mortgage amount, the rental amount that you can charge, taxes, vacancy percentage, and maintenance, and then see what the return on investment will be in terms of cash flow per month from renters. Real estate investing and learning about it taught me something about debt. Debt is something that I really try to avoid. It just always sounds like not good to me, but actually, if you're investing in real estate, you should be really confident about the debt that you have. You should want to have more debt, because that means that you're slowly gaining value as renters pay you monthly to get rid of that debt. So debt is a good thing in real estate investing. Number 9, do inspections before making a final purchase. Always know exactly what you're getting. It's okay if you hire 1 or 2 people to do inspections. You're going to make that money back in the long run as long as you're positive about the condition of the house and exactly what you're purchasing. So don't buy the property before doing inspections. Step 10, close on your deal. You're confident now that you're buying in a neighborhood that's probably going to appreciate in value. Your monthly cash flow from renters is going to be a good return on investment almost immediately, and that means that in 15 to 30 years or whatever, you'll be getting passive income from that property. Step 11, start your renovations. Get multiple bids from different contractors. Often they'll come for free and just give you a bid as part of their business. Additionally, if you're really not sure about this kind of work and you've never been involved in this space before, calculate the cost of materials for the project and then subtract that from the bid that they gave you, and you'll understand the cost of labor. If it seems kind of reasonable, then you know you have a pretty good deal. Step 12, find a tenant. You can do this pretty easily by posting on Craigslist, and as soon as you find a tenant, you can start collecting income from that property. If you're thinking about becoming a real estate investor, then coding might not have anything to do with what you're pursuing in the next year or so in your lifestyle, but if you are looking to learn to code, I have a course down below that teaches JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. You build a portfolio website in the course, so check it out if you're interested. That being said, I hope we covered the basics about how to become a real estate investor. So I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and bye. Later.